Now sponsored by Commonwealth Proper. Die Proper.
Right, so once again we have the
Espresso analysis.
Japan edition.
Japan edition. Because Rob, this guy,
went to Japan.
Who has 2 thumbs, 4 thumbs. Went to Japan, came back, brought these amazing coffees back.
Got all these coffees.
They're killing. They are.
And these are good. You know, I was a little worried that between the flight and the age on them, these are all now over a month old. Yeah. That they'd be meh, but they were all really good. Even I was not expecting Coffee Roughneck's dark roast. I mean,
which we'll get to.
This is super dark. Was not expecting it to be as good as it was.
Yeah, or should we start with that?
So I was pleasantly surprised and impressed. This is roasted by Kuma, the owner of Coffee Roughneck's little tiny cafe in Tokyo. Had a lot of fun. Got a very classic espresso while I was there.
You said there was a lot of memorabilia.
And yeah, so there was actually a lot of like Back to the Future figurines, and they had like the thing from the car, and he also had like Iron Man and all these little knickknacks and stuff, and a nice little case.
Wait, what's the name of the thing that's in the DeLorean?
The flux capacitor.
Flux capacitor.
Yeah, he had a flux capacitor on display and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
And it was just it was a really fun, cute little spot.
Yeah.
And this coffee was surprisingly good. It's usually the darkest. It's the darkest roast that we've ever had here for sure.
No, it's not that we've ever had here before. But from all the stuff that you brought back from Japan.
Out of all the Japanese stuff,
it's crazy.
This is definitely the darkest. This is old school, classic coffee.
Yeah.
As espresso, I just got like smooth vinyl. Yeah, burnt graham cracker.
Right, I was just scratching my record there. Yeah, I said this is like reverse marshmallow thing. What is that thing when you go camping?
Oh, s'mores.
S'mores, reverse s'mores. It's like instead of roasting the marshmallow, they roasted the graham cracker and burnt it, and then put the chocolate on and forgot the marshmallow and just ate the chocolate on top of burnt graham cracker. Because it was like nice Hershey's milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Burnt.
And burnt.
Not really much graham cracker either. It might have been something else burnt, but
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty good because it's really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tasty. All right. Now, next up we have Fernandez Familia Espresso by Fulgen Coffee. Fulgen.
Yeah, so this is actually this is the same exact coffee that I had while at their cafe
in Japan.
And
tell me how you got to their cafe.
I took a train, and that train went out. And Tokyo is a very large.
How long was that train?
Place. 30 minutes.
No, I mean, I was looking at the meters.
Oh, who knows? It was a very long train. Took a long time to get there.
To get to a cafe.
Literally spent 30 minutes just for that cafe. Fortunately, we bumped into Alex kicked over her coffee by accident.
Alex,
my girlfriend, and there just happened to be this white dude who was reading Dune. Now I remember Dune. The memories are coming back. He was actually reading the book Dune.
Which apparently is really, really good. I don't know.
Really thick book. And we ended up having a conversation with this guy.
Shout out to Timothy Chalamet. Thanks,
Timothy Chalamet. Hey,
just kidding.
If you're watching him, we know that you are.
My girlfriend writes him stuff to him. Just him on Instagram.
Yo,
he does not reply.
But maybe he'll love espresso. So come on, guys.
Maybe someday.
But yeah, so anyway. That was a cool experience. Ended up finding an amazing restaurant in this little neighborhood outside of Tokyo. Thanks to that British dude. So
reading Dune.
Who was reading Dune? Whose name I don't remember. I'm sorry. If you're watching this, and we know that you are.
And we know
Let us know in the comments what your name is again, please. You were very interesting, and I enjoyed talking with you.
Tasting notes on the bag. Well, before that, what'd you get, Rob?
This was really nice. I mean, it wasn't really the flavor of apple or lemon, but it reminded me of sparkling apple or lemon. And it was smooth body, juicy, and really clean on the palate.
Really clean on the palate. Yeah, what did I get? What didn't I get? I got milk chocolate. Oh, that's right. This one was just marzipan.
Right, marzipan, which we
It says on there. We said it was marzipan. It was like milk chocolate, but like the creamy Godiva milk chocolate. There's something in the middle that isn't caramel. I don't know what's inside. It's almost like you bite into it and it's like a little bit softer or moist or whatever. It's like creamy milk chocolate inside. And marzipan, I think, it's so good.
Yeah,
it's like mostly marzipan.
It really is, and it does say apple, so I'm feeling a little more confident about
apple. I didn't think much apple, but yeah.
The tasting notes were apple, cherry, marzipan, and black tea. Yeah. And it's almost like black tea as it cooled down and we drank more sips. I was getting a little bit of the black tea, but really, marzipan, cherry, maybe apple.
But this is like the perfect example of a third wave espresso.
Yeah.
It's got the marzipan, so it has that dark sweetness that you would expect from a first wave espresso, but it doesn't have the burntness at all, and it has a little bit of that sour cherry or whatever what did you write down? Orange or something, or
apple juice?
Like it gives it that like acidity to cut through and enhance the perception of sweetness.
It was tart but not sharp.
Tart but not sharp, just like us.
Oh, yeah.
Going along to the next coffee.
The next one from Unir Specialty Coffee.
What country is this from?
Brazil.
No, what country did you get this from?
As we said in the beginning, these are all from Japan.
All four. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All Japan,
Ding.
all day long. And this one was interesting because it was just an accident. I found it by accident. In Japan, every single subway station is connected to a mall. Every single one. 3 floors down, 13 stories up. And we went, we got off somewhere in Tokyo. We went
I
up.
thought it was 25 stories that you walked up.
I would never walk that far.
Okay.
That's what elevators are for. This was actually 7th or 8th floor. I forgot exactly which, but somewhere along the line of the mall, because we were just like exploring and looking around, and I saw this coffee shop, and I was like, well, I need coffee. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Turns out that this is the husband and wife team that roast and sell this coffee. The wife is actually a Japan's barista competitor for Worlds.
Meaning she won the Japanese barista competition.
She was a barista. She won. She was the barista champion for Japan. Represented Japan in Worlds.
Yes.
From Japan, and I got to meet her, and she was super sweet. In Japan. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
And so this is Brazil.
Yeah.
And it says TOH 2022. Not sure what it means.
Which, as we all know, stands for TOA 2022. Rob, what did you get for your tasting notes?
Yeah, this was like a little like smoky kiwi. Smoky kiwi, bright, but very light-bodied.
Bright but light. I did not get any smoke, but I did say that it was sweet grapefruit that was so sweet, it's not actually a grapefruit. It's just like a brief thought of a grapefruit, because there's a little acidity there, but it's just so sweet.
It's like too sweet to be grapefruit, too smoky to be something else.
Yeah, you got kiwi, but I got the grapefruit, but similar kind of in that acidity.
Yeah, because it just had a very light body. I think that if the body was a little heavier, if it was a little more syrupy, maybe we would have gone into the grapefruit orange thing. But
That's good.
That was really tasty. And last up, and not least at all, this is the Rwanda Kama Jumba from Kurisu, Kyoto. This is a...
What country is that?
Coffee shop in Kyoto, Japan.
Japan! Once again.
Kyoto, Japan. I actually, this was probably my most anticipated trip out of all the cafes I've been to. This one I've known about since 2015, and I follow their blog, I get their emails, and so when I saw the cafe in Kyoto, just not far from the train station at all, I almost cried. It was just such a beautiful moment, and it was the best pour over that I ever got, and it was actually this specific coffee. I got a pour over. Thank you so much. Yeah. For this one, it was straight raisin orange for me. That was it. Raisin orange, sweet, nice body. and a little bit of lingering. And the linger was like, it's like on the front end orange. That linger is definitely like raisin. What about you?
Yeah, no, this is the best taste of apricot in coffee I've ever had. It was like just perfectly balanced. And I got like a little bit of like a cherry mist almost, like not actually, or like maybe like a pixie stick kind of sourness or something, but not really. It's just barely there, there. Just subtle, pretty, lingering, but not in your face, not overpowering, just like beautiful.
Yeah, and on the bag it says sweet aroma, taste of Decopan orange, apple and apricot, rich brown sugar-like sweetness, and accompanying aftertaste. Yeah, it definitely had a nice little aftertaste.
Yeah, nice and very light, but there, that's cool.
You know, I think that Japan is doing a lot of great stuff when it comes to coffee and when it comes to espresso. I had a lot of awesome espressos while I was there. And yeah, this has been our espresso analysis, Japan edition. Number two. If you haven't seen it, we also have another slew of Japanese coffees that
check it out.
Reviewed.
Like and subscribe. Definitely. We need more subscribers. We've got like 58, maybe 51. Be nice to get to like 68.
68 would be cool.
That'd be so cool.
That's a great number.
We don't have to though. It's fine. If you don't like it, it's fine. We understand. I get it. Nevertheless, this has been wonderful. Thank you for bringing these coffees back from.
Thanks for Japan, and thanks for really mastering the decent espresso machine so that we have really, the best espresso.
And thanks for Japan.
Thank you, Japan.
That's
Dave. I'm Ron. We're Just Espresso.
We are from Japan.
Just Espresso. We taste espresso for you, and hey, we would love to make your espresso life that much better. 1, 2, 3. That much better.